Welcome back everyone to SAFC Live. We're back in the sports bar for the post-game programme. Danny, we're going to dissect another win for Sunderland. It's 100%. It's another win.
Well, it is, yeah. Rob Mason was taking his point on the road before, wasn't he? But no, not me at this moment in time. I say judge the game on what you see, and I thought we were the better team. Got to be honest, I think the only blip is obviously conceding the goal late on and not having the fourth clean sheet. But no, lads were fantastic. I thought it was a bit of a slow burner. We took our time to get into the game, scrappy early on. But then controlled it for large parts, albeit we've seen the possession stats. We've had 43% of the ball again, but you can control the game without being on the ball. It's being organised behind the ball and making it count when you get on the ball, and we've done that again this afternoon.
Shall we have a look through at the moments from the game then? This is the highlights then from this afternoon's trip down to Fratton Park. And there was one goal in the first half, which was an own goal. And the last goal was an own goal.
Two own goals in that net, haven't we? Yeah, and it was unfortunate for Lucas. We'll get onto it, but yeah, I thought he was excellent again this afternoon, along with several of the players. You know, we had moments in the first half in these areas really where we moved it quite well. Found it difficult to create clear-cut opportunities. But yeah, Patrick was busy again at times, wasn't he? Coming inside here now on his favoured left foot, pulls the trigger, but.
Did you give him a man of the match in the end there, Danny? I asked you during commentary, but it was quite hard to pull that out.
You know, several, as I said there, I'd look at, Chris Rigg, I thought, bundle of energy. You know, people think he's technically a very good player as well, but he gets around the pitch, covers the hard yards. Job in behind him, Alan Brown you mentioned as well. Still going late on in the game where, they're helping out, trying to keep the clean sheet. And, well, here we go, let's get onto the incident where we'd actually worked it really well, and it would have been an excellent team goal from our point of view, wouldn't it, if Mienda took that away. Decent strike from him. Look at his reaction there. He's gutted. He hasn't put it away. But well, they do the rest for us. Portsmouth there. It's the centre back, isn't it? Williams just cannons it straight into Swanson. Can't do anything about it, and it flies past the keeper, and it puts us in front. And I thought we did shade it in that first half. Yeah, I don't think either team created too many clear-cut opportunities, but we generally looked the more threatening in the two teams. We had a few moments like this where we're looking for those little cute ones in behind. Good run from Alan Brown. May have been onside, we're not sure, but the keeper's there anyway. And then Mienda just a moment or two later on as well, trying to get him behind. And I thought he was good again, Mienda, this afternoon. Actually, I thought his hold-up play was good. He was a nightmare for the defenders at times, running in behind, and we actually mixed the game up quite well, dropping balls in behind. He was willing, didn't create a clear-cut opportunity, albeit this one here now, when he goes to control it, pops off him, and then he toes it towards goal, doesn't he? And then obviously we've had a couple of looks at it, and it is Alan Brown's goal. He's there, he goes for the first one here now, Alan Brown, doesn't get any contact, ends up on his backside, and then it just drops to him, and he just toe pokes it home, doesn't he? One or two Portsmouth players asking for offside, but it's not. You see Dizelle, who's gone for the block, out your picture now, just there, coming back on the pitch. He doesn't appeal it, he's there, the keeper's there. Obviously you need two players behind the ball, and they're playing Alan Brown on side. So yeah, goal stands. And that just settles us down just after half-time. Can you go and get that second goal? You see it now. Keeper's there playing him on. Dizelle's there playing him on. Swanson also maybe is, but either way, 3 or 4 appealing for it. They don't get it. And then is your classic counter-attack goal. I'd say Chrissy Rigg involved again. Good, firm challenge on Dizelle. Into Mienda, just slows it up, assesses things well. Into Romain, good touch out of his feet, and then bang, next one. Keeper will be disappointed. I think he's half gambling. Romain's going to go across him into that left-hand side, but he does him at his near post. Good strike, and as I say, 3-0, that's pretty much game over.
Yeah, it was a great, quick succession. Sunderland got those second and third goals, 52 and 56, and then it really felt like Sunderland were massively in control of the game again.
It did, yeah, and then they obviously made those 4 changes straight away, didn't they? Once we get the third goal, try and get themselves back into it, really. But it was still about ourselves, really. Are we going to go and get 1 or 2 more? Dennis there with an opportunity, the one dropping down, and then this is the one that's unfortunate. Do you know what? He's unlucky. He's got no one around him, and people say, "Well, what's he?"
Does he need a shout from someone?
Yeah,
maybe?
Possibly. It happens quick though. He gets punched at him, and then he perhaps feels that the man there, I think it's O'Mahone that's come off the bench, is in behind him, so he's just trying to flick it past the far post. Unfortunately, gets it wrong in the back of the net. But it'll be disappointing. You can see his reaction there, Luke, but he's had an excellent game all afternoon. I felt handled. Was it Sadie early on? It was a big physical presence, done really well up against him, and then later on. But Portsmouth really disappointed from them. You look at their results early on. They've had some good results against Leeds, Luton, obviously 2-2 against Borough last time out, but didn't offer too much, did they, going forward? Weren't sure how to play. Credit to us though, we set up really well out of possession, stopped them playing those little balls into the midfield or into the front line as well, and then they just resorted to lumping it long really, and we regained possession, well organised, and I thought we were set up excellent again this afternoon.
A word for Regis Labrise then. 4 games, 4 wins, 1 goal conceded, 10 goals, top of the league.
Yeah, +9. Yeah, no, fantastic. At home, obviously, Sheffield Wednesday, 4 goals. Could have gone and got more if we're being greedy, and obviously looking at the Burnley one as well, where 1-0 flattered them. And then you're going on the road as well. And I thought our worst performance of the season, if you want to call it that, was probably the opener against Cardiff.
Yeah.
But to go there and to beat them 2-0, and Cardiff didn't create too many opportunities as well. So if you're going out on the road, and today, it spells you're not going to go and blow teams away. I think one of the 2 of the boys have said that already in interviews, where you're not going to just turn up in the Championship. You've got to earn the right to play, and perhaps that's what we've done this afternoon. I thought we eased our way into the game. First half, we had a few moments where we built up, played quite well, especially down the right hand side, and then in the second game, you go bang, you get those 2 goals, quick succession, as you said there, 3-0 up away from home. Fans are enjoying it. The only downside of that is obviously conceding that late goal.
Yeah, let's have a look at the other results from the Championship this afternoon if we can, and then we'll have a look at the league table after that. It's nice to... We don't normally look at the league table as much this early in the season, but seeing as though we are top. So yes, we will look through the scores. There was a game last night, Luton Town. They were beaten by Queen's Park Rangers at home. In the earlier games, it was Burnley 1, Blackburn Rovers 1, Cardiff City 0, Middlesbrough 2, and Coventry 0, Norwich City 1. The rest of the goals this afternoon. Derby County 3, Bristol City 0. Leeds United 2, Hull City 0. Millwall 3, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Oxford United 3, Preston North End 1. Plymouth, that's where Sunderland go next. They were beaten at home by one of your former teams, Stoke. Portsmouth and Sunderland, you know all about that. West Brom 1, Swansea City 0. And tomorrow, Sheffield United will play Watford. And Watford will have to score a few goals in that if they are going to bother Sunderland at the top of the table. So let's look at the table now. I think West Brom might have gone second as it stands. That's another delightful sight for Sunderland fans, isn't it, Danny?
It's not bad at all, is it? Going into the international break, they'll be absolutely delighted, the Sunderland fans, and rightly so, as you said there. Just the 1 goal conceded, 10 scored, averaging 2.5 goals a game. It's not bad going into the break. Lads can sort of recharge their batteries a little bit now. Mini break for a few. Obviously, 1 or 2 will go away international duty. You hope they come back unscathed, and we're ready to go again. Yeah, trip to Plymouth, and then we're right back amongst it, getting into the dark months.
Dark months. The long sleeves will come in handy then, won't
for
they?
1 or 2, yeah. But no, it's been a fantastic start. So Regis will be absolutely delighted.
Yeah.
1 or 2 new signings through the door as well, and get them into the squad, out on the training pitch. And let's get cracking on.
We'll try and get some of those long sleeves for ourselves, won't we? Okay, then let's have a look at what you've been saying on the hashtags as we have a look at your thoughts in hashtag Ask Danny. Justin's been on. Another solid performance from the lads. What do you think are the key differences from last season? Watching in Toronto with the North American branch. Hi, Justin. Hope you're well.
Well, it's early days, isn't it? But what are the differences? I said it earlier on. Was it the pre-match show or early in comms there? I can't remember. But generally, just moving the ball quicker. You go back to the possession. I think last year we were having 60% in games, really. But it's what you do with the possession. When you've got the ball, are you moving it quick? Are you trying to play through teams? Almost counter-attacking football is what I'm saying we're seeing now, where we're having 40% of the ball. So you're almost 20% less than where we were at last season. But on the turnovers, prime example is that 3rd goal. Thundering challenge from Chris Rigg, 50-50. Comes out on top. Meander does the rest into Romain on that left-hand side, bang. These are the types of goals in training, really. You work on these sort of 3v2 counter-attacks on turnovers, possession, what you're doing with it, and that's prime example there. And then obviously when you're out of possession, being organised behind the ball, and you've seen that in the first half where Marlon Pack and Dazelle trying to get on the ball, trying those little 10-yard passes, couldn't find the avenues, those little through balls into the front line. So we stifled them, frustrated them at home in front of their fans. And then when you're getting on it, bursting with energy, and you've got that with Chris Rigg. Job, when he plays higher, obviously sat in deeper today, thought he was excellent in there. Alan Brown in there, getting forward, getting in the box. He gets himself a goal as well. So there's a lot of positives to take. But yeah, from me, it's moving the ball quicker, moving it from flank to flank. When you've got the likes of Romain out on the left-hand side and obviously Patrick, they want to receive the ball 10, 15 yards away from the full-back and then they can start doing their stuff, and we're seeing that.
Let's have a look at another thought then here on the hashtags. I think we've got time for one more. Adam's been in touch and he says, so we've beaten Pompey and stayed top of the league, but after watching that today, the main question is, did you get Oasis tickets, Danny?
Well, no, I haven't got in for any, to be honest.
You normally get VIP treatment.
No,
these kind of
do
things,
you know,
don't
I like Oasis, I do, yeah, but I'm not massive on one for going for gigs, and that's more your type of thing, isn't it? You know, being the main man, yeah, band members and that. But no, I mean, I enjoy a bit of Oasis and watching them on the telly when they're at the gigs and stuff. But no, I've not gone in for the tickets.
Would you go if you were offered one?
I probably would, yeah. I probably would, yeah. But no, I mean, obviously, I know I've seen all the memes and everything that's popping up on social media, people trying to get all the tickets. I'm sure it's been a nightmare for the ticket offices today, trying to get all the tickets, but I'm sure you can sort us out one or two, couldn't you, with your contacts?
I pull some strings, see what we can do. Yes, if you have got a ticket for Oasis and you are a Sunderland fan, it's been a very good day for you this afternoon. Let's see where Sunderland go next then. Of course, there's the international break. Well, normally we have a little slide there, but we're not going to show you that because we know that we go to Plymouth Argyle on the 14th of September. It's not, and again, not an easy place to go, but another long trip, which could have a little bit of a say in it all.
Yeah, I think you look at, obviously, Plymouth and Wayne Rooney going in there. They've had a couple of difficult ones. They got beat again with Stoke, wasn't it? Beating them 1-0 at their place this afternoon. But yeah, you can't look into that too much. I know, obviously, it's a crazy league. You see Derby have struggled, 3-0 win today, I think it was for them. So you've got to take each game as it comes on its merit. I know it's a bit of a cliche, and time and time again you'll see managers and players get asked that question. But that's all it's about now. Yeah, that one there, 3-1, great result today. Put it to bed now. Dust ourselves off. One or two might be feeling knocks. Obviously, you've got a little bit of a break. Get ready to go again. You focus on, obviously, Plymouth when the lads will probably get a few days off, go and see their families, a few jaunt off on flights back to the homelands as well. And then you get back and you refocus and get ready to go again.
What was your stats? Rob Mason give you some stats there. What was he saying?
Read them out?
Read them out. Rob give you some stats as he left the studio. So this is about Sunderland's start of the season. It's the first. He writes like well, he was a teacher, wasn't he? First time we've won 4 league games since 1925-26 season. We also did it in the 1910-1911 season, Danny, you might remember that one, 1903 and 1904 season, and the 1894-95 season. I'm not quite sure what the record is for 5 games, but we'll ask him. But Sunderland, breaking records or certainly equaling quite historical ones as well. It's been a great start for regions.
It has, yeah. He mentioned something on his way out there, didn't he? He said, obviously, the pressure's taken off the lads at the back now, with them obviously conceding the goal, because the longer it goes on, it's like going into games and everyone's like talking about it.
Luke just getting rid of that this afternoon.
He's wiped it off, hasn't he? Yeah, he's got himself his 3rd goal of the season.
He has, yeah.
Top scorer, sure.
All right then, okay. That's probably it for this afternoon. We'll be back, as I said, on Saturday, the 14th of September. Sunderland are back on the south coast, a little bit further away as they travel down to home park, and that's Plymouth Argyle. We'll be on air from around 2:15 for that one. Well, it finished Portsmouth 1, Sunderland 3. Sunderland are top of the league, and they've been absolutely supersonic. We'll see you soon.